You know, he hasn't played an awful lot, so got a lot of work in the spring and really improved. Certainly did a good job this camp, so we feel good about that. And I think with our situation right now, Liz and Barkley, you know, we're really down to three guys that we can envision going into the ball game. Damon being the most experienced, and he has played, but he's hardly a seasoned player. So I think all three of those guys will be in there, and you know, we'll just kind of go from there. But I think all three of the guys have practiced well, and we expect them to do a good job out there. Well, I'm sure have some ups and downs like all young players. Yeah, I'm planning to play all three guys, you know, and we'll see how they do. But I think certainly right now, I'd expect all three guys to be in the game. I don't know to what extent. We'll see how that plays out, and we'll look at see what the week of practice looks like and go from there. Yeah, Mike's. We have a couple players in this category. Mike missed a lot of last year with a knee injury too, so you know he's coming off a knee rehab and did a nice job throughout camp. So you know he's missed some playing time certainly last year, kind of like Reese Fleming, but both those guys are doing well, and you know, I think he'll do a good job. Mike's you know good back. Greg's you know he's done a good job as well. Both those guys may go the wrong way a time or two. We kind of anticipate that. You know they're not well versed yet, but you know Greg's a pretty dynamic player. He's a guy that can do a lot of things. He's very quick and seems to have a real passion for playing. So we're excited about him. You know we're not quite sure what to expect right now. They've got a new coordinator, a lot of new faces. They've got very good receivers, good tight ends. Those guys have played. We've seen them on film. They've got good running backs. We've seen them on film. So their most inexperienced probably be the offensive line and the quarterback position, and you know we're speculating there too a little bit. But you know Lynch is a big, solid, sturdy guy. So you know he's a running threat, and I think he threw 20 balls total maybe last year or 2 years combined. I forget which, but I think he's about 3 out of 4 completion wise. But you know we'll have to wait and see. I really would envision us playing 6, 7, 8 guys during the course of the game. I'm not sure we got anybody who can go out there and play 70, 75, 80 snaps a game right now. But you know I think we're working in the right direction. It's going to be a week by week process.
The one thing I think we have we all know each other. We all know where we're from. We've all been together for a while now, and just the continuity between those 5 together and then me and those 5, I think, is as high as it's ever been, and that makes me feel more comfortable. I mean, it's something that we're lucky enough that we've recruited enough guys that we can keep popping them in there, and they've done a really nice job for us. I mean, Damon's had a really good camp, and Garmin and Malloy have both jumped in and taken reps and done better than I could ever imagine doing as a freshman. Those guys have really grown up quick and learned what it takes to go with the ones and go with the twos. So I think we're all have been really pleased with how they've done. And then you've got guys like Weissman and Rogers who can take some carries too. So we're lucky we're deep because there has been some misfortune.
I just have a different persona.
Do you have to corral to hold it in sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes. You just gotta be. It's control anger. That's what my coach told me.
The mindset of this team? Are you guys anxious, eager?
We have a very young team. I feel like we have like a lot of dogs on the field. Everybody's happy. Everybody's excited. It's a lot of charisma, and it's good chemistry.
Yeah, that's something I kind of discussed with Austin. You know, he's a freshman, young guy, first time out there. I said, you know, you can either take that inexperience and use it as an excuse, or you can use it as a hunger to drive you forward. And I think it's a reflection of the young guys we have on this team. They're using it as a hunger. They're eager to prove themselves, and it makes for an exciting time and hopefully an exciting season.
Well, I think if you really look into Iowa football, I mean, the guys that come through here, I mean, everybody's got a different story. I mean, you look at a guy like Pat Anger, you know, and had a lot of struggles when he was young. Came out, I mean, awesome football player. Carl Klug, you know, a lot of injuries, and comes out and tremendous football player. You know, guys that are very successful at the next level as well. You know, I think just being a college football player is tough. You know, especially here, they're going to work it. You know, and it's going to be tough. And you know, some guys aren't going to make it, some guys are. And you know, hopefully when you get to the end of the line, you've prepared yourself enough to be a successful football player.
Oh man, we've been banging heads for a long time now, you know. So we are ready to play against someone else, you know, get to beat someone else up or something. So it should be really fun for our program. I mean, I had family in Chicago, and you know, I told them that we was coming down to play at Soldier Field. You know, they was excited, more excited than I am. So I guess it should be a good place to play.